Welcome to my channel, Teresa Divine Guidance. This is another reading for all of you, so let's get started. Let's get an oracle card to begin today's reading. Okay, we have isolation here. So it shows here this figure is crying with tears on his face, and with the eyes here, I feel like you may feel times could have been much more better, that this is definitely not one of those wonderful best times that you have experienced in your life, and you are going emotional shutdown. Somehow there is something that bothers you. It's like you feel lost and your mind is taking you in a downward spiral. You don't know how to get out of it. The situation that you are shutting down your emotions or closing off your heart. And I see here something about your heart chakra, anahata. You need to heal yourself because I see there comes with deep-seated fear, insecurity in your heart. And this deep-seated wound, it needs to be healed. And here with the tears on this figure's face, somebody showed you true colors and you come across significant degree of emotional sufferings. And because this person, they hurt you so badly, there is a lack of trust. Potentially you could have trust or commitment issues, like you feel it's very difficult for you to develop a good solid connection with other people because you are basing on this person's characteristics. You are basing on your experience, past experiences when you were having this connection or relationship with this person to assess other people. There are times that you may be judging a book simply by its cover because you don't know who to trust anymore. And it comes to a point you don't really trust yourself because you made the wrong decision, because you know that you should have taken a decision to cut the cord or to stand up for yourself. You should have done or said something so that you will not end up in such a state that you feel totally hurt, being taken advantage of. There also comes with some kind of losses. For example, someone betrayed you and eventually it caused some kind of losses. For example, you fall into some kind of financial scam or trap that it caused you financial losses, or somebody cheated on you, betrayed you, discriminated you, or abused you. That could be physical or emotional abuse you, that you know that this is not your fault. But there comes with self-critics. You are challenging, questioning yourself because you don't understand why you are being treated this way. There is a lack of mutual respect and understanding. And you are somebody who are quite sensitive. So the things that they said to you or their poor behavior or attitude scarred you very significantly. So let's see. You are going to heal. Just want to let you know that there are people who are just like that, and we cannot expect everyone to be the same, just like the way you are. You're compassionate, loving, nurturing. So therefore, try not to develop emotional codependency, just letting other people's behavior, their attitudes to turn your emotions up and down. This is not how it should work. Okay, with the Eight of Swords here, together with the Ten of Wands reversed. Here I see that with the Eight of Swords, just like this figure, you feel something or someone is taking away your visibility and mobility. You're being trapped in a situation. And here you are trying to release. And these two cards represent the continuation of the energy from the isolation. Here it's time for you to release. Something is weighing you down. You feel it's very hard to move forward, to forget about the past. But the important thing here is you need to recognize life is always a wheel that is always turning. So it means that you don't need to look at a particular single point of time because life is a journey. When you only look at a particular snapshot, and this is only a snapshot, a tiny little speck in your life journey, and there is no sensibility, rationality that you need to sabotage, ruin your own life by a specific particular person or situation. It's time for you to release the tension, the burden that you have been accumulating because it's just like the volcanic eruption. You've been accumulating a lot of insecurities, fears, phobia, anxiety, all these negative emotions you've been trapping within yourself, but your heart chakra is being affected, is being blocked. You are unable to release your emotions, your negative emotions. So therefore here is a reminder for you that life is not a snapshot. It's always a journey and the wheel of the life, it always keeps turning. So therefore, you may feel that there are somebody or a situation show you true colors, but it's only temporary. What happened in the past is beyond your control. What is happening now is something that you can experience. And what is going to happen next in the future is something that you can create. When you are blindfolding yourself, trapping yourself in this situation is some kind of self-imprisonment. But you are able to free yourself because you can decide. You have free will. It's time for you to reclaim your inner power and inner sovereignty. This is a time that indicates personal empowerment. There is a choice that you can make. Either you are going to, it depends on how you deal with this situation or how you come out of it. Either you are going to come out on top and getting a bounty, or you are going to trap yourself in this situation, crying, sitting in a huff and puff, feeling lethargic, demotivated, sad, having a lot of sleepless night, insomnia, that comes with a lot of emotional sufferings. Of course, you are going to choose the former because you don't feel good, especially your heart. There is a lot of pressure on your heart when it comes to your heart chakra. It's being blocked. You've been accumulating a lot of fear, insecurities within you, and even when you are trying to talk to somebody, you feel that temporarily you will be able to get some kind of mental relief, a peace of mind, but these memories that are going to come back because you are not going inward. Some kind of deep conversation, deep talk to yourself is needed here. Go inward instead of outward. Do self-work, shadow work, self-reflection is something that I see here. So let's see more. For people who have done you wrong, they are going to get their karma. And I do see that you may doubt or question sometimes. You don't understand why you're being treated this way. And you could possibly feel that, do that person feel remorse? Do they regret it because of their mistakes, because of their wrongdoings here? But you don't need to worry, because karma, actions and consequences, they are going to take responsibility of what they did to you. So this is something that is not your concern. It's not your business. Focus on yourself. Focus on your own lane. Here with the Five of Swords reversed, together with the Six of Cups reversed, with these two cards coming together, I see that this is a person you feel you are someone who are loving and nurturing, but your time and effort is not being reciprocated because there is a lack of appreciation and gratitude from this person. You are not being appreciated for what you've done so far for them. And here, you feel it's very self-sabotaging being with them. A lot of times you see that it just ends up with some kind of full-blown argument or verbal altercation, or this person, they are going to show you silence treatment, going complete radio silence, turning their heads and eyes away, giving you confusing signals like infrequent coming and goings. They are going to enter your life and they're going to exit, blocking and unblocking. That kind of energy is very confusing, so therefore you are losing sight. Standing at a crossroad, you don't know what do they want from you. Two questions here. What do they want from you? And how do they see you? This is your concern. You don't understand. And what is your position with them? You don't understand what is your position. Where do you stand in this connection or in this relationship? And things are simply not progressing at all. And they show you a lack of regard. You feel that it's your responsibility to sustain this connection. But that comes with a lot of pressure because they are also being one of the party in this relationship or connection. They should have responsibility as well, but they are dipping, running away from responsibility. You are doing all of the work all by yourself, making things work, sorting things out. They are not coming towards you to align with you. There is a lack of common ground or lack of consensus. And here I see that the pressure and the tension that you have been accumulating for so long, you did try to bring it up to the table, but this person is like being pretentious. They pretend not noticing it. They are not addressing your feelings and emotions. Their coldness. I see a lot of energy that talks about silence treatment. And here I do see external influences or outer interferences standing in the way between both of you, that they are able to reserve time for themselves and other people around them, but they are not giving you any quality time. So therefore, it makes you feel inferior, like you are being isolated, you are being excluded. Of course, for some of you, it needs not to be a love romantic situation, but extending beyond that, it's just that you feel you are being discriminated, you feel there is a lack of a sense of belonging. That can also be applicable when it comes to a workplace or business context, like you feel the environment, the atmosphere, the dynamics simply is not people oriented. You feel you are being trapped in a situation where you are not being appreciated for your work, your time, your effort, your contribution. There is so much about you, but you are not utilizing your full potential. You cannot be the way you are. There is a lack of acceptance from others. There is a lack of inclusiveness, where you feel there is a lack of sense of belonging, so you feel alone. And there is not much people around you understand, even when you talk to somebody, like your friends, your families, your colleagues, your co-workers, whoever that may be, still, there's no solution. And you feel sad. It's a very upsetting situation because the thing here is there is a lack of self-love as well. There is emotional dependency here where I see you are overly relying on the external world. It could be something or someone to turn your emotions up and down in order to make you feel emotionally in a certain way. For example, you are depending upon how other people are living their lives so that you are going to feel emotionally in a certain way. Let's say you are depending on the lives that your ex is living. You are still checking their social media platform, Instagram, whatever that may be. Like you are still following them, looking their lives, and you see them how they can move forward, why they can be with somebody else so quickly. You don't really understand. And then you're going to feel sad. Or it could be some kind of work or business situations like you don't understand why other people they are getting a raise in their pay scale, they are getting promotion, why they are being appreciated in regard to their contribution, why other people around you they get success, they get monetary and non-monetary abundance, why you are the only person being left out. It's like even when you pray, when you manifest, you don't understand why your prayers, why your manifestations are not being heard, why they are not working out, why you are being abandoned, why you are alone. And you are finding a solution to free yourself so that you will no longer be trapped in this situation. So let's see more. I want to let you know that you are not being alone. You are being protected and guided. It's just that work on the emotional codependency part, letting the external world, external surrounding to turn your emotions up and down. Okay, well, how beautiful to see the Knight of Pentacles here. And then Justice, reversed. So here, a very profound energy, you will be transformed. So get rid of your unnecessary thoughts because you will be transformed from the state like you are being trapped in this Eight of Swords situation. And that is such a drastic shift, transition, a transformative energy here that you will be ending up with this Knight of Pentacles energy being strong, tough, confident, independent, having a lot of self-esteem. You are able to stand on your own 2 feet, leaning on your own spine, and you are not being dissuaded, limited by the perspectives, opinions of people around you. Show a degree of attitude that you are being indifferent to the external world because the external world is meant to be a distraction. It serves to distract you in so many ways, but you have the choice to make yourself. Either you can choose to be distracted or not to be distracted. So it's a choice that you can make by yourself. There is no need for you to get distracted by things or people around you, especially when somebody they are simply being so critical, they are being so harsh towards you. You know that there is a lack of justice. But that is just their way of dealing with things. It's their attitude to handle different situations. It's their own projection. But you are not going to let other people or any situations to ruin or to destroy your life. This is the life that you want, just like this gorgeous lady, regardless of your gender. It's the energy that really matters. You want to feel good about yourself. You enjoy your own company. You are not being abandoned. You are someone who are strong, tough. So it's a time where you are able to step into your main character of your own story, regaining your inner power, inner sovereignty. It's about personal empowerment. Know that you've got everything that you need by yourself. Develop a sense of self-awareness. Instead of being controlled by someone or somebody, you are just like a puppet here. Potentially, there is a lot of pressure coming from around, like could be from your families, from your friends, from your co-workers, from the workplace or business in business context, where you feel you're being abandoned. There is a lack of a sense of belonging. You feel discriminated. You don't feel accepted. You are not being yourself, and you don't understand why you are being treated this way. And this is your projection as well, because you have expectation that you need to be treated in a certain way. But the thing is that when it comes to the external world, it's always a variable, it's not absolute. So therefore, your focus should be your own personal well-being and self-interest. How other people are doing, or how they are living their lives, and even how they are going to treat you, is not really your matter. I'm not saying that you should accept things less than you deserve, or you should accept it. You should say yes even when you are being treated badly. I'm just saying that when it comes to the external surrounding, especially a person, is always a variable. Because people, they are doing things in the way they want. They are seeing the world in accordance with their own terms, in terms of how they would like things to happen. But that's their own business. You have no want, no desire, no wish, no business to have anything to do with people or situations that are of a different frequency like you. You are high vibrational. Like this figure here in Nine of Pentacles. And other people, they can do whatever they want. If you feel there is a mismatch or misfit, set healthy personal boundaries, advocate your concerns, your emotions, feelings, stand up for yourself as needed, and kill them with silence, with your sweetness, with your generosity, with your inclusiveness. Embrace them. And they will be so defeated. They are going to get their own karma. The time when you are able to move on, when you enjoy your own company, being unbothered, unfazed by what this situation or what this person is about. Because karma is not something that is esoteric. Basically, it means actions and consequences. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. Your action is your own making, your own being, own doing. So therefore, you have been acting with ethical, moral standards, principles. There is nothing that you've done wrong. You act properly, appropriately. And this is not your matter to see that or think about whether that person feel remorse, or they feel regretful, or they feel ashamed, or they feel sorry, or they are going to get karma, divine retribution. This is not your business. Your business is always about yourself. And why is that? Because when you think about that situation or that person, you become emotionally chaotic again. Because you and them are at a different frequency. And there is no way that you want to fall back down on the ground again. This is the state where you are. You are staying at the ground level. And here is the state that you want to be. You want to be reaching the shooting star. You are aiming for the shooting star. You want to be landed on the moon. And when you are trying to do the transition, when you are going through this transformative period, you don't want to fall back down on the ground. When you are halfway high up in the sky, you want to continue the journey. You want to reach to this state. Here, being self-confident, strong, tough, looking great, physically, you are charming, charismatic, exuberant, and you are going to get emotional abundance as well as materialistic abundance as well. This is the state that you want to become. Aiming for the shooting star, being landed on the moon, and when you are halfway high up in the sky, you continue the journey instead of being dragged or falling back down on the ground. Like here, you're being trapped. So therefore, it's a choice that you can make. Come out on top and get a bounty, or you can choose to remain trapped in this situation, sitting there in a huff and puff, crying and being blindfolded that something or someone take away your visibility and mobility. But here, which one looks more appealing is a choice that you can make. Here, of course, you want to look like this, looking good, having monetary and non-monetary abundance. You are aiming for the shooting star. You will be reaching sky high, being landed on the moon. And for those people or persons or situations that makes you feel sad, or there is a lack of fairness, equality, lack of justice, those things, those people that give you negative emotions, cut the cord, detach, disengage, disassociate. So this is the end of the reading. I hope you like it. Do subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Like this video and leave a comment down below. You can also contact me for a separate reading and rituals, and do check out my client's testimony in my Instagram. And thank you for staying with me until now, and see you next time.